What's going on, everybody? Diehlornodiehl here, and today I am playing some free-for-all on Zoo. And I got a really aggressive class going on here. I got the AK-47 with a suppressor, and then my perk setup is Hardline, Sleight of Hand, and Hacker. And it's strange for me because I never use Hardline or Hacker. The last time I used Hacker was during the days when, Ninja didn't work at all. And I was using them because I was trying to, level them up, I think. Well, I needed to level up Hardline to Hardline Pro. And for Hacker, I needed protection from Claymores because I wasn't using Flak Jacket. So it was different because I did not have that explosive defense on me, and I did not have the ability to sound horse so well. But you know what? I played very differently, played a little bit more aggressive, and it worked out pretty well. Plus, I used this class in a bunch of free-for-alls. I got a lot of good games, so you'll probably see this more in the future. So, I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. I want to jump right into the topic I was thinking about the other day. And it's about how people change their personality to impress others. And I'll start it off with a story. So I dated this girl once. She's an employee at my job. And we dated for 2 months. Now, before we dated, obviously you get to know the person. And, it was cool because I was like, oh, this girl has all the interests that I do. She likes all the music I do. We related really well. So obviously I was attracted in that sense, and we started going out. Well, I dated her for 2 months. And over the course of those 2 months, I slowly started to realize that she was not the person she made herself out to be. And it all started off with something simple, like she said she was a huge fan of Fall Out Boy. And I'm a pretty big fan of Fall Out Boy, too. So I went to go talk to her about it one day, and I had mentioned a couple songs. She didn't know what I was talking about. And I was like, okay, what songs do you know? And she's like, oh, I like that one song from the radio. And that's it. And I was like, really? So much for being the biggest fan of Fall Out Boy. Now, I know that's not an important conversation. It's like, really? You're ranting about Fall Out Boy? Well, it's more than just that. That's just the first example. It started to be about everything. She didn't have anything in common with me after all. She liked me, and she wanted to make herself appealing to me. So she changed who she was. And you know what? That did the exact opposite of what she wanted. I eventually grew to not like her at all, and I don't speak to her. Because she had lied about who she was. She was not the person that I thought she was. I was not dating that person. I was dating someone else. Some fake person. And people do this all the time. Either whether it's for dating or trying to fit into a group. And it's always, always, always a bad idea. Another example, there was this one kid in my high school class. Kind of a really shy and timid sort of person. Really nice guy, though. Very polite. Never said anything mean about no one. And then, once he started hanging around with these jock people, he really wanted to be accepted. So he started acting like them and not being who he normally was. And, yeah, the jocks accepted him. Then all the people who liked him before started not to. And you know what? Come the end of school, they started to realize who he was, and he lost those friends, if you even want to call them that. So it came back and bit him in the butt, just like it did my ex. There's never a good time to fake who you are. Because here's what I think. This is my kind of rule. There's nothing easier to do than be yourself. And I can be myself. It's the easiest thing I can do. And if people like me, that's great. If people don't like me, I'm sorry. But I'm not going to change who I am to impress other people. And I don't understand why other people will too. It always comes back to bite you in the butt. And it's really much of a turnoff because, yeah, you'll impress those people for a while, but once they find out who you are and that you were lying, they will actually not like you. And then those friends that you acquired, or that girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't know, whatever you are, you lose that. And I think you actually lose more than what you gained. So, you know what? It's never worth it. And it's a huge turnoff. I hate how people do it, and it's such a common thing, too. People are trying to be accepted. Well, why? I mean, honestly, I've said this before. What does it matter what certain people think about you? Be yourself. And if some people don't like you, oh well, you're not going to get everyone in the world to like you. It's important, though, to have friends who like you for who you are. And then those are the friends that'll be with you for a long time. Anyways, that's it for this commentary, guys. I felt like I ranted a little bit more than I usually do. But it was a topic that I found really interesting. that I wanted to talk about. So, anyways, please rate, comment, subscribe if you want to. I really want to talk about this in the comment section, so if you guys have any sort of stories, feedback, whatever, go at it. I'll respond as much as I can. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. The final score was 30-4.